Holy moly, that was fast.
There we be. Hey. Where be I? It looks good, yar. It looks fucking good, Jordan, yar.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, yes. Oh. Slam the White Claw.
Hey.
Slam another one. Hey.
Ooh. Man, that was really fast. That was like you're like Fast and Furious. Holy. D Watts in the house.
Who's Fast and Furious?
Y'all. Like I opened up the Zoom meeting and like within 2 seconds you guys were in.
I've been waiting. There he is. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Watts. How are you today, you gorgeous
I'm
head?
good.
Look at you. Look at you. You look like you were genetically made in a lab by the Chinese and then tried to pass you off as a white bearded man. You're doing quite well.
I love it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. How are you, you gorgeous son of a bitch?
I'm good. And y'all?
Doing well.
I'm doing all right. I sat in a parking lot all day. I roasted my ass off, and for some reason my debit card decides to eat, and I'm not allowed to apparently drink anything in hot weather. So I had to run around and collect money for purchases of drinks today. It was a bag of dicks. I'm like, just fucking. What can I say? It was a day, my friend. It was a day. What about you? What have you been getting up to on this fine weekend?
Man, we had the kids' 8th birthday party on 4th of July. So got to tell him that all the fireworks were for him. So that was fun. It was the best present we could have given him. And then today was nothing. It was me being a lazy bum, dude. I just recharged the battery. I did not do one thing.
Sometimes you need that.
Now, when you say that you had a lazy day, because I mean, we're all men. We all have lazy days. What does a lazy day look for you? Because I know for me, I jerk off at least 3 times.
Oh, God. Okay. So... So, our definition of lazy is different. You know, for me, that's a productive day. Yeah. So, I mean, like, it was sitting on the couch, stuffing my face with unhealthy food, letting the kids watch whatever they want, and binge watch a series with my wife. We did nothing. Not one thing productive. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Jordan, what kind of day did you have? Did you do anything productive? Did you jerk off 3 times?
It was not super productive, but I did go to see my new sailboat today for the first time. Went for a little sail, so that was fun.
Nice.
And then
Very nice.
Came back, swam, talked to Scott for a while. Yeah, that's about it. And then tried not to fall asleep before this podcast because I am tired.
This Scott fellow that you talked to, is he some kind of crazy Canadian?
You could say that.
I hate Canadians. They're just so fucking nice and weird at the same time.
Yeah, y'all know.
So, my man, you're a general now. I mean, I always knew you were a general at heart, but you got the title now. How are you feeling about that whole shebang going on?
Feels good. I just need to get the New Mexico guys in it to start doing stuff like we've been doing in the other group. But it's good. It's a lot more keeping up in Discord. That's kind of a fun, and waking up to hundreds of notifications every morning. But
that's good.
Yeah, but no, it's been good. I like it, and I'm ready for them to get it up north to you guys so y'all can join in with it. But,
yeah, can't wait for that. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, and like hell, dude, those UK guys, man, are freaking killing it. They're destroying it. Dean, Callum, Mitch, Vinny. Yeah, they're going to be hard ones to beat. Well, not beat,
Yeah.
but you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
congratulations. But yeah, no, they're.
Yeah, well, I mean, I totally get what you mean. Like, as much as we all want each other to do, it is a little bit of a dick swinging contest. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Because we are separated by country lines, you know. It's like, I wish the Moose Podcast brothers the best, but, you know.
Totally. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, I get it. And it's funny you mentioned that. We were talking to Mitch the other day, and he was talking about the video that they just put out. And we were like, man, that was so good. Apparently, it was Dean that did the voiceover, and the way it was done with Vinny with the black and white clips and like that old style of humor. It was pretty cool to see how they got that whole thing done. They said they have more of that stuff coming. I'm excited to see what the U.S. stuff has going on.
Mhm.
I know the Midwest has a DC and all that kind of stuff, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they put out. New York with Phil, what is he, the Warlord or War Master? I love these titles. They're so fucking crazy.
Mhm.
Can you imagine going to a job interview and they're like, "So what was your last job title?" You're like, "I was a warlord."
Yeah, it's a whole region.
That's
They
funny.
just kind of sit there. They're like, "Shit, so you were a warlord. What did that entitle?" You're like, "Raiding. I sent my parties on raids to faraway lands to collect gold and silver, rape and pillage, and, you know, every now and again I get a slave I can just smack around as I pleased." It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
For a good time.
We waited for people to troll on social media and talk shit, and then we just pounced.
Mhm.
You know, it's pretty much all it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always love every time like when some other beard company is caught using like a clip with like one of the beard struggle guys, and then like all the brand Vikings just like pounce on it and just like spam the comments with like their discount codes, and it's hilarious every time.
Yeah. They can't get away with it. I love it.
Yeah. Not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it really is like a ravage fisting. Very uncomfortable for all of them.
Mhm.
I wonder how some of those porn chicks do it. I don't think they get paid a lot for those. When it's like, "Hey, you want to do a fisting scene on Saturday?" I think she's like, "How much am I getting paid?" "We're gonna give you $500.
I'm in.
$500 to get a human arm shoved up my ass. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm in.
I'll
Yeah,
do it.
totally. Huh? Just all kinds of fucking terrifying. I'll do it. I'll have my mom drive me.
Yeah, did you say 5? I'll do it for 3.
She'll do it for 3. I'll do it for free. Like, oh shit.
Oh man.
That's funny. I asked Jordan this question earlier today. I wanted to ask you this because you're a manly man. Like, if I need a manly question answered, I'm going to you first. That's a safe bet every single time.
Yes.
But my question is, if reincarnation was real, like let's say like you die, you go up to heaven's gate, and they're like, "Haha, fuck you, it's a joke," and they send you back, and they're like, "But you get to come back as like whatever you want, like an animal." What animal do you think it would be the hardest to come back as?
The hardest?
Said, for instance, today, the hardest, like the worst one to come back as. I said, like a snail, a chicken, like something like that would be pretty shitty because a snail is just food, and a chicken. Could you imagine being in like your chicken coop, and next thing you know, you hear on the other side, you're like, "Oh, what the fuck is that?" The next thing you know, it fucking breaks down your wall, and you're like, "Holy fuck, the devil's here! Run!" You can't run. It's just you're stuck in your coop.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I could go. 2 things went instantly to my head that would suck. You know, one's a dung beetle. Your only job in life is to get piles of shit together and roll up in a ball. You got that going for you, and then a seahorse, because they're the ones who carry the babies. They got to be pregnant for all that time and pop them all out. Mm-hmm. So you're doing everyone else's, the woman's job, you know. So being a seahorse would suck. And but I don't know. those are two that would suck to me, but I'd really like to come back as a panda bear. I would like to be a fluffy, just eat sugar cane and roll around and be cute all the damn time. I'd be a damn panda bear. Just all the time.
Yeah, I guess you could say a seahorse would be pretty shitty. Yeah. And you're so small. Dude, it's not, like, what's going to have any sympathy for you at that point?
Nothing.
Nothing's going to care about you. They're going to eat you.
Yeah, they're like,
probably a lot like a snail. Like I mean,
be a snail.
When it rained outside my front door, there's like an army of snails, and I just see these raccoons fucking eat them like crazy. It's terrifying. They come out of the woodworks and they're just like, fuck, a free meal, and they just start going through these snails like you've never seen before. And it's just like a mercy killing, just a snail after snail. There's just empty shells left after as a sign of graves of the poor snails that were once there. My son's like, oh, Dad, look, this one's not all cooked up. He's not inside his shell. I'm like, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, I can't bring it to tell him that something actually died.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what can I say?
Yeah, no, being a snail would suck.
So, but you like being a general?
Yeah, no, I like it. It's been fun so far.
Yeah.
It's just some of the other states are a lot bigger, so they're like way more involved. So slowly but surely, New Mexico will get there. But they did a little something different today too. They added another slot in all the rankings, so that's kind of new too that we got to roll out. Freeman.
What's the need for?
So if you still want to be in the group, be like in your regional chat, be able to conversate with brothers and stuff and see what their day-to-day is like or what they're doing, you can do that. But if you don't want to necessarily go to the levels we are with promotion and posts and being part of challenges or whatever, you don't have to be. And we gave some stipulations to some rules that, like, you have to post so many times about the beard struggle, you have to have a public profile, have to at least have a half-inch of hair on your face to be a recruit. So we kind of, I mean, I feel like that's only fair because I don't know, you don't see I'm not going to go there. But let me try to think of a good example here. All right, you don't go to promote peanut butter in a jelly costume. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be rocking peanut butter to sell peanut butter. So
true. Yeah.
If I have a guy coming to me that has 3 whiskers trying to sell beard oil, I'm gonna buy it.
Yep.
But if I got 2 Canadians with those beards saying, yeah, you got to get some scruff bomb, I'm going to buy it. You know?
That's what's up.
I'm just going to be over here flexing for a minute. I'm just going to be flexing because my ego is now super inflated because of that comment. I'm going to be riding high the rest of the evening. No, it's funny you mentioned that. I was actually talking to a different general today that will remain nameless. And he was telling me that there's a gentleman in his group that has no hair on his face, and there's a few other questionable things going on, shall we say. And he's like, how the fuck are you promoting? He's like, what the fuck are you promoting? You don't have anything to promote with.
Yeah. It's not that we're being dicks, but you're being ambassador for a beard product company. You should have a beard. I don't know. It just makes sense to me.
Yep.
But that's why they created the other spot, free man, that you can still be part of the ambassador program and just kind of enjoy it, talk to other brothers and do whatever. But if you want to take it a step further and get promoted through the ranks, then you can do what we do. So they gave them a place for them who don't want to be as serious.
So essentially, we just gave a fancy name for fence sitters.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. Yeah. fancy name, but
Yeah. I figured it out. Well, I get it. I mean, they got to have a place to call home too, I guess. Fair enough.
oh yeah.
Fucking guys. Oh, that's funny.
Some guys don't want to do what we do, so I can see it too.
Jordan and I were talking about that today. We're feeling a little, because we're pretty much the most active two Canadian guys out there. And from what we can see, everybody else is not putting in the effort that we were hoping that they would put in. So It's now turned into one of those situations where it's like, when the not the clans, but the Ets, I guess is what they call them now.
Yeah.
They don't want to be associated with that weird side of the word clan. That's going to be odd when the Canadian guys get together, because I'm not exactly sure how much interaction we're going to get in there.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a lot. I feel like it's going to be like me and Scott, just like in the group chat, talking back and forth, like new post, then Scott, new post, then me, new post.
Then Jordan. Well, then I
don't
think
I'm going to
take away.
send my dick in that one.
Well, just y'all two, take away the max 1 post per day. Y'all can do like 10 a day between the two of y'all.
Oh man.
But no, I'm the same way right now with New Mexico. They gave me a general over state where I only I've only actually talked to 2 guys, and there's 8 of them. So I don't know.
That's interesting.
Just take some time, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough, man. I mean, everything takes time. In a way, though, I was talking to Jordan about this today and another person. I almost feel like they were trying to take what we were doing as friends and they're trying to put like a company touch on it, which almost, like, it works to a certain extent. It will work, but it's not going to have the same quality when it comes to the work that's going to come out. Because, like, I genuinely like talking to you. I genuinely like waking up and seeing Jordan tell me that his family wants him to shave his face and he's sad and I have to boost him back up. Like, it's fucking...
Yep.
Which, by the way, Jordan, your family shouldn't bully you. That's a bunch of bullshit, and I hope they're listening. But yeah, no, I wonder still, like, how many guys are actually going to pull through and, like, what this is going to look like in, let's say, another 3 months' time.
Yeah.
So, the same thing for what is our group up to? Like the main, where it started, what was it, like 40, 45?
Yeah, it's like, I think it's 45. I was looking in there today. I think it's somewhere around 45.
Okay, so I think we could have had the same feel of that up to 100.
Totally.
Yeah.
I feel like, but once you got past that and you don't have the same group of guys in every single part of it, I feel like it's kind of how Scott was saying, how that would kind of follow the wayside, or you're going to lose that quality. Just because, I don't know.
I don't think anybody in the Canadian group is going to be quite like Mitch and be like, hey, I fucking reeled in this gay fag. Watch me. Like, I don't think anybody's going to be like that. Fucking, I love that he did that. That was awesome.
Yeah. No, I think you found some of the most fucked up individuals worldwide and you put them in a Discord group. I don't think you're going to find another group like that, to be honest.
Facts.
No.
Yep, definitely. 100%.
No, all the different time zones, the different accents, the different slangs, and fucking some of the comments that go through there. Do you still take a look in the original group every now and again? Do you ever take a look in there and see what's going on? I know that you've been pretty quiet lately because you've been dealing with your duties as general and you've been busy with work and family and everything like that. You're a busy man in general. I understand that. Yeah. But you still take a peek in there and see what's going on?
Oh, yeah, every day. I'll see how many new messages and I'll read through there and I'll chime in if I can. I feel bad for missing some of it. I'm like, okay, if I chime in for a conversation that happened at like 2 a.m, and it's 9 o'clock, why even comment on it? So I just kind of skip it. But no, I read it every day.
Yeah, no, I go through there every single day, make sure to hit everybody up, see how they're doing kind of thing, and then I carry on with my day, see what's going on. It's It's fucking funny, man. I showed Jordan a shot from a different conversation I was having with a beard struggle gentleman today, and it was very uncomfortable. He was essentially telling me that he wanted a sword in his ass. I was just like,
wait,
whoa.
you didn't tell me that he was the beard struggle guy.
This is too uncomfortable for me. Oh yeah, he's a beard struggle dude.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's just like, there's no such thing as love. And he's talking about a sword in his ass, and I'm like, whoa.
Yikes.
Not cool, man. Not cool.
Hey, you can't be saying stuff like that out of left field.
Well, I mean, you can, as long as it's funny. At least leave a hint that it's a joke. But there was no hint.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a joke.
Around. Yeah, it was just serious. I would love to have a sword up there. It would burn.
Straight. It would burn. It would slice. It would feel good. It would hurt. It's I don't know.
Yikes.
I have to say though, that clip of our podcast the last time where you almost caused me to gain a death certificate through laughing. That clip is still
it's popping off.
Still popping.
Yep.
I'm still getting messages about that thing. Yeah, we're up to something like almost 6,000 people have seen it.
Oh god dang. Holy shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, almost 6,000 people have seen you almost kill me of laughter.
Well, I showed my wife and she's like, "Why are y'all all laughing so hard?" And I told her the question and what was said. Just dying on the fireplace, and she's like, "Oh my god, why are y'all like the way that you are?" I don't know. I hope TBS watches that episode and really, really tries to make something like that. It'll be awesome.
Would be. That'd be fun. Yeah. Maybe get a bit of a budget for some proper podcasting equipment. That would be nice.
Like a new fucking computer.
Please.
Okay. Jordan's over here hoping that Apple gives him a pity computer sometime soon.
Yep. That would be.
No,
Jordan's just like, hey, Apple, I can't afford a new computer and I'd really like one. So can I please have one? That'd be great. Send it my way.
Yeah. I will do 6,000 sponsored posts for you if you send me a computer.
Oh damn.
like
6,000? My God.
Whatever it takes, bro. If that's what it's gonna be.
The rest of your fucking life, boy. Like the rest of your goddamn life.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, no, that's funny that you mentioned that, man. Is there anything that you're working towards right now, Mr. Dacotah? You got any big things on the horizon? Is there anything in the works that we're not aware of that you might be able to share a little tidbit of? See, I do this thing with my fingers like a fidgety child where I show excitement. Do you have any you working on a major movie role? Or are you going to be sticking your dick in the porn industry? What do you got going on?
No to the porn. But that's going to be a no for me.
Good call.
But no, man, I'm going to be the stern, strict dad who tells you that we're not supposed to have fun. I've got nothing planned. In the future, you got to go to bed by 6 o'clock, no eating candy. I've got nothing, man. And
Fair.
I suck at this. Nah, dude, just work and the new state clan stuff, getting a handle on that, but nothing real special. They dropped a new challenge today, so I got to think of something.
Ooh, that's fun.
But so I've got nothing.
Are you still doing your podcast with Zeke? Are you still doing Warrior Behind the Beards or whatnot?
No, we haven't talked about it yet. I think Zeke's still finding his rhythm with his brand new job that he took
Mhm.
because they let him go at that other gym. And I'm still finding a good balance between all the extra load they threw on us over here in New Mexico and them being a general and still trying to keep up with you fuckers from the original Discord.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of like you said, though. Ever since they kind of split this and how you said try to put a company spin on it, that original Discord has slowed way the hell down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it has.
Yeah,
we talked about that a few times. I've seen it through numbers, and I've also seen it through just straight interaction. It's pretty much died off for right now. Everybody's just kind of taking almost a bit of a break, you could say.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know it was funny. I wanted to ask you because I mean I have to say this, Dacotah. My heart is broken. I'm hurt. I'm sad. I want to cry, but I won't. We were noticing today that Mr. Zeke unfollowed us, that he doesn't interact with us anymore. Did we upset him? Was there something that we did that didn't sit well with him? Has he talked to you about that? Do you have any insight on that?
Not at all. He unfollowed both of y'all?
Yep.
Yeah, and a couple other people, and they're all like, oh. And they're just kind of like, this right here is my dick, which can no longer get hard, and I'm sad.
Huh,
no, we were just curious because we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know if we upset him. We didn't know if he talked to you, where he was like, hey, fuck these guys. They're a bunch of dickheads. Anything like that. So we didn't know. We thought we would just ask the question.
You know, Zeke, he's not afraid to speak his mind, but no, he hasn't. True. We haven't talked about that at all.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, interesting. Cool. Well, I'm glad. I didn't know. I was like, God, I hope I didn't upset Dacotah in some way, and I just don't know it. So I wanted to make sure everything was good because I love New Mexico. I love Dacotah. I love White Claws. Which, by the way, White Claw, I'm shit-faced right now. And you need to sponsor my podcast because I'm a single dad and I got to pay for these things. And they're not cheap.
I mean, heard about the they're cheap in Ontario. I got this for like $2.50. I was like, hell yeah.
You bought one. So, do you need a hug, Jordan? Do you want a hug because you got one for $2.50?
So who kicked off the White Claw for you guys?
Black belt. We were talking we were talking to him, and he was like, you guys need to try these. So now we're both drinking White Claws.
Yeah, which is great because my family came over for, I don't know, I guess 3 weekends in a row. They're from Vancouver, so they came over one weekend, they went home, then they came over another weekend, then they went home again, and then they came over another weekend. So my routine of working out kind of fell apart. I started eating a lot of ice cream sandwiches, and I started just kind of like not doing my routine. No. So now the black belt has introduced me to these, which includes that I can get drunk while working out and stay hydrated.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. It's a lot of fun. But I noticed that I get like that 45-year-old white woman wasted, divorced single mom.
Yeah.
I get like that one-eyed shut and I start saying some things that I probably shouldn't. And I'm like, I fucked a few people. And it's like, oh.
Like, oh my God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. You did what? You did a lot of things you don't want to know about, boy. You're fucking hot. I'm still doing this.
Everyone has that one alcohol that will make them sloppy drunk. Every one of them.
What's yours? Is it whiskey? I know that you like whiskey. Is it whiskey?
No, it's a vodka.
Yeah. Same. I drink vodka. I get like sloppy drunk. I fell asleep with my head on a windowsill while it was snowing one time with the window open.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll do it. Yeah. No, it's vodka for me.
Cool.
Whiskey is one of. If a lot of whiskey's in my system, and you gotta catch me on the right night, but that's once to fight, Dacotah.
Oh, that's it.
Whiskey
can I ask? Can I ask, are you a heavy-handed individual? Are you a heavy-handed son of a bitch? You look like it. You look like you can throw a fucking 90-pound weights around with your fist.
Man, I've only been in a handful of fights growing up, and they
Did
weren't
you knock
anywhere.
out an elephant in every single one of them?
No, they were all good, and thankfully went in my favor. But none of them were anywhere near your caliber, so it wasn't even really a fight.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that love. I've only knocked out a handful of people with knees and head kicks. I've never knocked anybody out with a punch, unfortunately. I don't know if I punch that hard, but I'll fucking kick your head into oblivion.
Well, okay, so none of these guys went to classes for fighting. But
got it.
I've only
Fair
worked
enough.
with
Well, I
one guy.
appreciate that. That's a nice compliment. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Thank you.
It takes a lot to get me to want to fight you. I mean, you'd have to do something ungodly for me to want to throw hands.
Ooh.
But
yeah, I almost wonder what that kind of human being is like. I almost wonder what that kind of human being is like. Like they would push you to that extent, because like I know the kids still to this day that push me to my extent, and he has the funniest name, and I'm happy I kicked the shit out of him just so I can tell this story. Cody Dingwall, you're a bitch.
Called out live on the Moose Bros podcast.
Yeah, and I still remember kicking that kid's face through a bookshelf in socials class, and then I picked a desk up and hit him with it a few times, and my teacher's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?
Stop!
She's like, "You're gonna kill him! You're gonna kill Cody!" I'm like, "Okay,
Fine."
That's funny.
He's bleeding. I know. Yeah,
That was the plan.
No, it was,
Yeah.
And then Jordan's coming out of the left field, stomach punching people in the dark.
Yep.
That was yours?
Funny.
Have you ever been in a fight, Jordan?
Yeah, Jordan.
So, yes and no. Like
tell this story, Jordan. Please.
All right.
No, it's a no. No, it's a no.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Got it. So it was had to have been like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years ago when I was at summer camp. And there was this kid in my cabin that was just being a piece of shit the entire week, just like bothering me. And like, I'm pretty patient. So, but like, it got to like the Thursday or Friday of that week, and he like did one final thing while we were like waiting to go inside for like dinner or something like that. And I just turned around and just punched him in the stomach and then just walked off because I just couldn't stand it anymore. Yeah. So that's the closest thing to a fight, but like not really a fight.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's still funny. You got your lick in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See, my favorite one.
He's earned it.
Well, mine's like you. My favorite one that wasn't really a fight, but I still got a good hit in. Remember that pool I was telling y'all about that the first night I met my wife, I jumped into in my boxers?
Yep.
Well,
yeah, man.
Okay.
Legendary story.
This same pool is surrounded by a metal, like, I don't know, 10-foot tall metal fence. And we live in a college town, so everyone was drinking. And there's this other set of apartments, like 20 yards away from it. And everyone was kind of standing around and drinking and just partying and having fun. And this one couple was inside the door jam fighting and arguing. And we just kind of turned our attention there. This dude wound up as hard as he could and smacked her across the face and started booking it. It almost dropped her. He smacked her good. And he started to beeline it our way in between us and the fence. And I was like, okay. So I set my beer down. I just tried to get it to where I could cut him off, kind of in a little football, chasing the dude after the ball. And I ran full speed at him, shoulder checked his ass into the fence, just bam! He hits the ground and hurt. her brothers caught up to him and started beating the shit out of that guy. So so I felt really bad. I actually felt bad that I didn't let him get away. I'm like, oh well, you slapped a chick, but you got the shit kicked out of you. But that was my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott might be dying again.
Oh God, that's good. Dude, I can just imagine Dacotah as a younger man with that look too of him with like the drink in his hand like this and being like, hold on a minute. The next thing you know, it just turns into dude's unconscious on the ground trying to catch his life because Dacotah almost tackled it out of his body. How many brothers did this chick have?
Oh, well, 2 were her brothers, and then there was 2 cousins. So there was 4 of them. But that dude was fast, and they were all inside, and they were outside by the door. So when he smacked her, he booked it. But whenever I hit him, his shoulder caught in between 2 of the slacks of the metal. So it spun him, jacked him up, and he landed and just goes, oh, and right when he kind of picked up his head to see who did it, just started beating the shit out of him.
Nice.
That was one of my favorite ones, and I wasn't part of the fight. So.
That's amazing. Oh man.
That's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, I got to say my favorite time was when I was a younger man. I was probably about 16 years old, and there was a gentleman that went to a gym that I was working at. He was Vietnamese. He was very big, but he was about 5'7", 5'6". He was a shorter gentleman. And I got off work one day, and I show up at home, and this guy gives me a call, and he's like, Scotty. And I'm like, hey, man, what's going on? He's like, I'm sitting outside your house. Get in my car. We're going drinking. I'm like, dude, I'm 16. I can't get in the bars. Like, I'm not old enough. He's like, don't worry. I got you covered. Okay. So we get in his RX-8, which was done to the nines. We drive on down to the strip club. And at the age of 16, I'm sitting around the strip club, and we're drunk. We're fucking smashed. I don't drink. Like, I'm not a drinker at this age. And he's sitting there with his arm around me, and I got my arm around him, and we're like 2 jackasses. I fucking love you. You fucking love me. Woo! And he goes, you ever fought Hell's Angels or bikers? I'm like, no. I got a science test tomorrow morning. Like, you think I just fight bikers on the weekend? I'm 16 years old. He's like, cool. I pissed off some bikers last week, so they're waiting for us outside. So we might have to fight a few bikers to get to the car.
Okay.
I'm like, this is a quick way to sober up. So we walk outside, and dude, all I see is just leather jackets.
Oh dear.
All I see is leather jackets, bikes, and a bunch of dudes that are like, I fucking hate you, and nothing but racist slurs just being thrown back and forth. And I'm like, oh God. Oh God, I'm gonna die. I'm not gonna make it to class tomorrow. So sure enough, like me and this guy get in this big giant group fight, and I don't know how we made it to his car and got out of there. I don't know how I didn't get stabbed. I don't know how I didn't get run over or something. But I got to science class the next day, and everybody's like, Scott, there seems like there's something a little bit different about you. I'm like, I saw some shit last week, guys. I saw some shit. It was fucking crazy. Dude, it was something that I never want to live over again.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something I never want to live over again. Fucking
that would freak me out. Yeah, get out there and like, oh, okay, this is where I die. Yep. This is nice.
Yeah, you essentially just like nod. You're like, so I'm never gonna see my mom again for another birthday. Okay.
Yeah. I'm 16. Yeah.
So, my man, you look like a superhero. Legitimately. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. You look like you need your own cape. I want to know, what superhero would you play, or would you want to play in a movie? Or if you could just be a superhero, like you get superpowers, what do you want? What are you going to do? how you use them. What kind of a superhero would Dacotah be?
Man, I'm gonna sound biased here, but I've always just loved the God of Thunder, man.
Ooh.
Just Thor
Mhm.
with the hammer, fucking wrecking shit, spinning that, throwing it around, lightning bolts, hellfire just down on you. Yeah.
Yep. Good call.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Who would your
gotta
first
go with
victim? Who would your first victim be as like the new Dacotah that has Thor like powers? Like, who would be the first person that you're like, okay, you get one, I'm gonna fuck this person up and nobody thinks anything poorly of me, and then I go into being a superhero. Like Spider-Man when he kills that dude because he killed Uncle Ben, and then he's like, fuck you, I'm gonna kill you, and then he goes into being Spider-Man, and everybody's like, oh, we love you, we're gonna forget about the fact you murdered that one guy in cold blood.
Yeah, that's fine. Oh,
so, like,
man.
So like, who would you be?
Just to mark one off my list. Ah, man, my mind instantly went to a football coach I had in high school. I'm not going to say his name because I still live here. But all my friends who know who I'm talking about, there's this one coach that if I could smite down with the fucking every lightning bolt in the universe, I would. I would be happy that he would be the one guy. He's the reason why I was so in shape in high school, because he made us do up, downs, and bleachers every time we cursed or he caught us with tobacco or if we drank. You know, if he could tell we were hungover, we had to do up, downs, and bleachers. So needless to say, I did a shitload in high school, and I was in a very good shape. So, yeah. No, that's mine. I would smite down that coach in a heartbeat.
Nice.
with my damn hammer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I need to know. Now I need to know if y'all could off someone on y'all's list.
All right, Jordan, you get to go first because I don't want to be the first one to allegedly want to kill somebody on our podcast.
All right, fine. So there's this one guy that I worked with up north.
You put a lot of thought into that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of animosity between me and this guy. Like I was up at the camp that I worked at like earlier this year, like before everything shut down, for like a weekend reunion for like the summer staff, and he was there because he still works there year round. So, and I don't think he said anything to me until like the Saturday night of a weekend retreat. So I think it'd have to be him. He's just we did not get along very well. So I think if I had super powers, I would take him out.
Hold those work grudges. You fucking hold those work grudges close to your heart, man. You're like, I got a bad coworker. This motherfucker's gotta go.
We're done.
Yep. Yep.
Me, I don't know, man. Like, there's a few people that, you know, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to fucking off a couple people just that I think they're like horrible wastes of breath. But like, I gotta say, like, I don't know what it is, those people that drive down, and I'm going to generalize here. So this is going to be a lot of people. We're going to lose a lot of people if Scott gets to kill all these people. We're going to lose a lot of these people. But the world might be a better place. All of those people that drive by you at like 1 billion miles an hour, and you're like, what are you trying to prove? I'm not in your way. And then they cut in front of you and they slam on their brakes, and you're like, what do you have against me? What did I do? Like, those people, I would give them like the cold look where you fucking grab them by the hair. Shit! It's a knife. Shit! That would be me. Yeah, I'd be like the merciless leader. Like, I don't know. Dacotah, have you ever watched Norseman?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know the part where Jarl Varg is like, I should have castrated all of you, and I should have fucking in one swift violent motion. Like, I want to be that kind of bitch. Like, just so angry. And then they're all like, holy fuck, I never want to piss off this guy again, or he's going to cut off all of her balls at once.
So that's to everyone who's ever messed with you driving. That's what you would castrate them.
Well, driving, you know, I don't know. There's one. Well, I guess if we're gonna go like specifically to one person, if we're not generalizing, there's a guy named Kane Mann. Kane, if you're listening, when I see you, I am going to fuck you up, boy, so bad. I broke your rib in our living room when we lived together. I'm gonna break your fucking face when I see you next time, you piece of shit. He fucking left a bag of roid needles in my bathroom when he moved out and didn't pay rent. My ex-wife at the time, when she was pregnant with my kid, had to go in there and clean them, and she touched one of the needles. And then we had to go get her medically tested to make sure that there was nothing wrong with her. So Kane, even though I hate my ex-wife, I'm gonna fucking destroy your face when I see you, boy.
Oh, that's funny. I gotta run to the washroom real quick, so I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
I've been waiting to say that for years. Waiting to say that for years.
I'm glad you got it off your chest about Kane.
Oh, man. Well, it's funny.
No,
I'm sure you've worked with a few people. I'm sure you've worked or either been friends with people over the years that either then backstab you at one point or do something that throws you off, and you're like, I'm a good dude. Why would you do that to me? I'm sure that you've suffered that because you're a kind-hearted individual. I know you. So what's a time maybe a friend has done you wrong that you can think of where you're like, my God, this was a deep one. This hurt the old Dacotah heart.
Man, there was one of my buds or whatever, and of course it was over an ex-girlfriend, and it was kind of an unwritten, yeah, of course, and I
of course
hated her, but it was still an unwritten rule that you don't date this group's ex-girlfriends. That's the best way I can put it. Like, you don't date them. If we break up, you still can't date them.
Absolutely.
Kind of type
Absolutely.
of deal.
That's just a general rule. And
Yeah,
if you ever do, you inquire about it. Hey man, is it cool? Is it cool? Is this okay? That's the best route to go about it.
Yeah, and okay, so he still did it right, did what you said. He inquired about it, said, hey, are you fine with this? And me, being as the good-hearted kind of individual, I said, oh yeah, no problem. I don't care. You do you, man. You do you. Yeah. We're done. I don't give a shit. Yeah, what's her name? Go ahead. And in the back of my head,
What's her name?
Yeah. So he's asking me this. In the back of my head, I'm going to two different bad parts of my brain. One is I'm going to find your most recent ex-girlfriend and, I'm going to screw her. Or I'm going to just nut pile drive you as soon as you turn around and just break your neck over my shoulder. And so, but yeah.
Oh, there goes Scott again.
There it is.
Yep.
Oh shit! I'm gonna just fucking break his neck the way you
Break his neck and then give him a freaking curb smile. Just put your teeth on the curb and stomp the shit out of him. But that was one of them, from a buddy of mine. But it was true.
Yeah.
I hated that girl. So I really didn't give a shit, but I did at the same time. It was a weird time.
Yeah. That is a weird time. How old were you when that was taking place?
Like 15 or 16.
Yeah, that's a weird time as a young man, because like you're so filled with hormones. You honestly don't know. You can hate a chick, but you don't want anybody else to nut inside of her, so you're like real protective, even though you want her dead. It makes no sense. It's really confusing.
Not at all. Yeah.
I remember being a 15-year-old man sitting. Well, boy, I wasn't a man. I was sitting on my bed, and I'm like, if I just smoke pot, all of my problems will be solved. And it's like, no, it won't. You still got a lot of work to put in, bitch. But I don't know about you guys, but I did not have a lot of friends in high school. And I think I learned a very good reason why I didn't have a lot of friends in high school. The high school I particularly went to was very cruel. They took one of the kids that was handicapped. His name was Cayman. Cayman, if you're listening, shout out to you, sir. You had a fucking rough time at high school. And I remember at like a volleyball game, the football team was like, hey, Cayman. They got him shit-faced. They made him drink a bunch of vodka and stuff. And he was special. Like, he was in the special needs program. And they're like, why don't you go into the girls' volleyball locker room and wait for them for after their game?
Oh,
so
no.
they go in, the girls, after their game, change, and there's Cayman in there. And I don't know if he was jerking off or if he had any clothes on or whatever. I don't know what was going on. But all the girls come running out. And then at one point, they find the girl that he had a crush on, and they made him ask her out. And then she very kindly said no, but it was, a little more brutal than they needed it to be. And then he got arrested at the end of the day because he was drunk at school, and then got put under 6 months of house arrest. So,
oh my God.
Whoa.
So I had 2 friends in high school for a very good reason.
Fair.
Yeah, because they're all assholes.
Everybody in my high school was in drugs. I don't know, like when you went to high school, or the kids that you went to high school with on drugs, we had a table out behind the back of my school called the Crystal Table. It was a glass table. So very much like the table in front of me, it just had a big glass piece cut out in front of it. And these kids would take like their dad's Viagra pills, and they'd fucking crush this shit up, and then they'd snort it before they go to science class. And you're huh.
Yeah.
What?
This is going to be interesting. You see fucking Zach in the corner of science class foaming at the mouth, twitching all over the place, and you're like, holy shit, do we tell the teacher?
Yeah, no, just let him do him. It'll pass.
Just let him do him, man. Just let him do his thing.
Whoa.
What about you guys? What were your high schools like growing up? Were they crazy places?
Not really.
Jordan, though.
I mean, I went to 3 different high schools in 4 years. So like I never really had a chance. Yeah, never really had a chance to like really experience the school like all that much. Like I was at one school for grade 9, then another school for grade 10 and 11, and then I moved to the town that I'm currently in for grade 12. So I had to go to another school. So
why do you move around so much? Is your dad in the fucking CIA or something?
No, it's just so the school that I went to in grade 9 was not great. So then I switched to another school for grade 10 and 11, and it was good. So I stayed there for 2 years. But then we moved to Guelph, and then I had to move schools again. So that was fun. Yeah. But grade 10 and 11 were fun. Grade 12 kind of sucked, but it was like super close to my house, so I could just like walk home and hang out at home for lunch. So that was nice.
I'm getting the feeling your dad's actually a secret agent, and you're just doing a really good job of covering up the story.
No.
It's okay.
Okay. So Jordan's father does not work for Blackwater.
Yeah. So all y'all know.
Does not work for. Fucking hell. Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. Fucking. The one thing that I find interesting about you, Jordan, is like you come from a bit of a religious household. Your father's a pastor, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you, my friend, I have noticed, are quite the naughty soul deep down. I know you. You like to stir shit up. You like to cause grief and problems.
Yeah.
And I've seen your eye for women. I know that you got a good taste, my friend. I know you know what you're looking for when you're looking for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So would you say that there's a less innocent side to this Jordan that Dacotah and I know of? There's young Jordan, which is a computer tech wizard. But I mean, are you like a dick slinging master in the background that we don't know about? Do you got like escorts sitting in your garage that you just like throw chunks of meat out to and feed when you feel fit?
No.
Dang it.
Not. Yeah. Yeah, they're actually behind this wall.
Oh, they are back there. I remember that.
Yeah, the magic wall that everybody thinks there's something behind, but really it's just a wall.
It's the actual door to his terrorist cave in which he performs all of his dark arts on our fucking videos.
I have a feeling when you upgrade from White Claw to whiskey for one of these episodes, the truth will come out. I feel like it will.
Oh man.
Can I ask you, Dacotah, is that a good way for you to measure a guy? Like when you meet a guy, do you look at what he's drinking and you're like, hey, I can either respect him a little bit more or a little bit less? If you see a guy drinking like a light beer, what do you feel like when you see a guy drinking a white beer or a light beer compared to drinking some whiskey or some scotch or something a little bit more manly?
Man,
Do you feel anything,
I've never.
or are you like, fuck, drink your Palm Bay, bitch?
No, I've never been a brand name guy. It's not what you're drinking, is the amount of how much you drink, because the drunk you will always do what sober you is thinking. So if you're a piece of shit, it's gonna come to light when you're drunk. So if you're, that's how I always judge it. If you're really good at hiding stuff when you're sober, you're not gonna be good at it when you're drunk. So if I wanna learn yours and Jordan's characters, I'll get y'all lit up and we'll just see what comes out.
Dude, that's interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit lit right now. But
I love you.
Yeah, fuck. I told Jordan today, eventually I'm gonna try and quit pot for a little bit and just take it easy, because I think it's been like 12 or 11 years I've been doing it almost completely the entire time. So I think I could probably use a break for a while. Maybe feel what it's like not to be stoned all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But drunk, on the other hand, I can be very functional and drunk. I've done it for a little while now. I don't know. Jordan, how many podcasts are we into? Like, how far are we in now? How many podcasts have we done? Because I know that in total, we're coming up on almost 4 days in total podcasts.
Yeah. So
straight fucking days.
Yeah. So this is episode 6 of season 2.
And we went to 8 last time. So so 8 plus. What's 8 plus 6? I'm shit faced. I can't do math.
14.
Fuck, we're at 14.
Yeah, but then after this week, we're gonna be at 21 because we're recording 7 episodes this week.
Oh my god!
Let's go.
Jeez,
man.
Because I feel like our podcast, like you and I are gonna feel like a porn star's vagina at the end of fucking gangbang, just loose and floppy and burnt out, and needing a week off to recover and tighten up.
That's a lot. I don't know how y'all are doing it.
It's editing is going to be lots of fun. Like my computer, I really hope this isn't the end of my computer after this week, because that would be unfortunate. But it very well could happen. Because we got 2 on Monday.
Well, yeah, if your computer. Yeah, well, if your computer ends, then I need to fucking buy one.
Yeah.
And then that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Fucking spend $2,400. Jordan was looking at a computer the other day, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, like, what's the computer you want?" He's like, "Oh, this one." Sends me the price tag of $77,000. I'm like, "Oh, let me get you 2."
Oh, jeez.
Well, so hold on. That's like the long-term goal. But like, first I want to get a MacBook Pro, just like a like a more affordable laptop, like still expensive because it's a Mac, but not $77,000 like the Mac Pro. But that's the long-term dream.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
That's way out of my realm. I don't know how you do all that.
Jordan wants a computer where the stand alone for the computer is $1,300. I'm like, you're fucking crazy, kid.
Yeah.
He's like, but we need it. I'm like, you need to get your fucking eyes checked, boy. But I don't disagree with him. I mean, if he had a car or a computer worth $77,000, we were talking about this the other day. That's more than my parents' first house.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The world we're in now. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But Jordan has high wishes for computers, and I understand that.
Yep.
It's like he sends me all the hot chicks that he finds on Tinder, and my God, dude, part of me wants to move to Toronto.
Fair.
I know what all of these young kids are dealing with now. It's fucking it's thirsty out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And like through like a couple weeks ago, like we were supposed to have a podcast, so we were just on Zoom waiting for a guest to come on, and I was just like scrolling through Tinder, and we did that for like it had to have been at least half an hour. Like it was hilarious, but like not productive at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
No, it turned into zero content.
Yep. Unfortunately, yeah. But you know, that happens sometimes.
It does. So do you got anything you want to be working on right now, Mr. Dacotah? What's your goal right now? You looking to put on some more muscle? You looking to fucking start your own comic book series? Are you looking to jump into major motion pictures? Are you looking to restock your fucking shoe supply? What's going on, my man? I want to hear more about your life. What's going on? How are the little ones? How's the missus?
Okay, I'm gonna go in order here. I am definitely waiting for you for the comic book series. I'm gonna get on one with the Canadian-U.S. duo with Scott and Dacotah for a comic superhero release. That's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As far as fitness, yeah, I just want to get to a point where I can push up a lot of shit, a lot of weight, get strong as fuck. That's just what the dream is here.
Do you want to enter any of those like strongman competitions where you pull a fucking bus with your nutsack?
If they had a smaller version of that, because I don't even know, those guys have to wipe back to front because they're so big, you know, and I don't feel like having a shit nutsack right now. You know what I mean? I'm still enjoying going front to back. That is, and I don't have the money to be able to even have their type of diet, let alone work out like they do. I don't know if you've seen some of their diet plans. Off the Game of Thrones.
They're nuts.
Yeah. Thor, his daily diet, it's upwards to 10 to 20,000 calories a day that he eats. Ungodly amounts of food. He has like alarms to wake up in the middle of the night. So he'll wake up at 2 in the morning, eat oatmeal and a steak, and go back to bed. And I couldn't do that.
Oh man, that's fair.
Jesus Christ! Could you imagine waking up in the middle of the night and you're like, I need steak.
Oh, get a T-bone.
We made a joke, and I have to know if you think this joke is accurate. We're pretty sure that Mitch keeps small children in his freezers for lunchtime because he's such a giant of a man.
Yeah. Small children and baby squirrels. That's his diet.
Totally.
He is. I don't know how, dude. I need to know, because that's always what I've heard. For you to get over 20-inch arms, like unless it's not genetic for you to have some help. And I don't think he does that. His arms have to be like 25 plus inches. They're fucking huge.
Yeah.
I have to. So, his arms have to be bigger than 20.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, I can't wait for the day that like everybody like all meets up and like I can get I can get a picture with Mitch and it's just gonna be hilarious. It's like Mitch, me, and then Phil on the other side. That would just be a hilarious picture.
Yeah, just the sandwich, because Phil's a big guy too.
Yeah, he is. Yep.
And
we were talking earlier.
What?
What's that?
Oh, the other guy that I don't know if you've seen some past pictures on his Instagram, but it's Pablo Escobar.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Stacked, man.
Mm-hmm.
That dude looks like he could fuck any woman on the planet. When that picture of him pushing the tire. Jordan, pull up that picture of him pushing the tire.
What do you think I'm doing, Scott?
Thank you, Jordan.
Already on it.
For the small amount of females that are still with us this far into the conversation, you're about to get your treat here. This is Pablo. And fucking, if I was a woman, I would want to fuck him. Jesus Christ, what a man.
There he is.
Yeah. Okay.
There he is. Where is he? Where's that tire picture? Come on,
look
Pablo.
Look at this sexy bastard.
This
right
fucking man beast. Oh. What a beast. I can't believe we actually got to talk to that guy. He looks like he was personally dropped from God's nutsack onto Earth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Facts.
People are like, what do you want to look like, Pablo?
Yep.
Pablo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This Pablo.
Yep. His episode with us goes live tomorrow, I believe.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna be.
And then he does the Deadpool thing that is so badass to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. I said
more of that. I want to convince him to do more of it.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, do you know he has another page for all this?
Yeah, I do.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does.
Ask him his page. He has another Instagram account. He doesn't really keep up with anymore, but it has all of this Deadpool and superhero stuff on it. It's badass.
Ooh, that's cool.
What a fucking gem that guy is. He's such cool. It was really fun talking to him. I got to say, Mr. Dacotah, are you aware that you've taken the #1 spot as far as podcasts on the Moose Bros has gone? You have the most watch time, you have the most views, you have the most interaction, you have the most everything. How does that make you feel?
I can't believe people are interested that much in a dumbass from New Mexico, but it feels great. I feel good about it.
Yeah, like
we were sitting there the other day and we're like, oh, this one episode's been doing really well, and then we uploaded yours and like not even in 24 hours, it was like, fucking flew right past it. We're like, oh interesting.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That makes me feel good. I'm gonna my wife's gonna be like, what did you accomplish this week? I'm gonna ask Jordan and Scott. They'll tell you. Yep. In the podcast game, man. Hell yeah.
Yep. Most viewed podcast on our channel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, that was so much fun.
Do you know, bro, that actually when I post your photo, like if you put a photo up that I think is really good and I repost it because I'm like, hey, you guys got to go check out my man Dacotah. He's fucking best human being ever. I love him. He's handsome. He's got big dick energy. Fucking whatever I say. I get a lot of reactions when your photos come up, even on my story, from people that you follow, that I follow. Like women will they'll message me and they'll put like a little fire sign. Ooh, he's hot. Ooh, the love sign. Oh my God, Dacotah's so hot. Have you ever considered maybe starting up like a My OnlyFans where Dacotah slays his dick and brings in fucking millions of dollars?
I don't think I could ever get to J-Hop status, but my wife would just fucking murder me. That would have to be. Hey, oh God. Because she is
Because I tell Jordan this all the time. I'm like, man, I have a lot of dudes that still send me dick pics, and they're like, "Do you want to see my dick?" And I violently say no, and they still send me their dicks. It's very frustrating. But I've thought about, like, I might as well just start like a My OnlyFans, and fucking start reeling in these dudes and making my mortgage payments and shit like that. 'Cause that would be pretty sweet.
Yeah, welcome to the beard struggle. Everyone from the original 50 has a My OnlyFans. Go check it out.
Yikes.
I gotta know what would be like your My OnlyFans name, or what would your porn star name, like whatever your sexual innuendo name, what would that be if Dacotah could make one, or have you been given one that I'm not aware of?
What a weird question. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what a weird fucking question. Don't get Scott drunk on the podcast, and you won't get these questions.
Man, I love your questions, but no one's ever given me a porn name, sadly.
Really? Nobody's ever called you like the Dacotah-nator? Nobody's ever called you like fucking... Nobody's ever called your dick like the moose knuckle or anything like that?
No, man, the only joke I've ever heard about my dick was because my last name's Watts, you know, so
yeah,
group of girls in high school or whatever, have you been shocked by Watts yet? But you know, that's the only one I've ever heard. But no, I'm still waiting for someone to grant me a porn name.
Have you been shocked by DeWatts yet?
Oh, that's funny.
That's the only one.
Like, how many chicks in high school you fucking covered like a poorly painted clown? But
I'm gonna stop it there. I still live in the town that it's a very small town.
Oh, that reminds me of when my ex-wife asked me, she's like, "So how many chicks have you slept with?" And I didn't understand at this point that you take whatever number that you have and you divide it by 4. So that's very small. So it's never anywhere close to what you've actually done. And I was very honest, and I was like, I think I fucked like over 100 women. Yeah, I think so. Man, you should have seen how quickly that shit turned not in my favor. Oh man, that was a bad call to make. Oh, don't ever be honest with your ex-wife, about how many women you've slept or poorly painted like a clown. It will come off poorly.
Just won't go your way, huh? Oh God.
It won't go your way. I mean, I think I told this the last time you were on, but the first time I ever had a serious girlfriend, I like brought her home. She spent the night. She met my family. I was probably 15 or 16 years old. And she really liked watching the OC, which was like about Orange County and rich people and their kids and drug problems and relationship problems and just stupid shit. And anyway, the girl in the show at one point takes a guy, and she's like in some grass hut on the beach, and she's like, "Ooh, I'm gonna fuck you. It's gonna be so good." And then she gets up and she leaves. She runs out the door, and he's sitting there with a hard on, being like, "Fuck." And then she comes back, and she's like, "I'm just kidding. No big deal. I'm just fucking with you."
Why have I heard that story? Wait. Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I've heard that.
And then,
yeah.
And then my father.
Yep.
My wonderful father.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Love him. Wonderful man. Without any filter, because he was not born with one, turns while she's in the room, and without any hesitation in his voice, just goes, "Fuck that shit." I would have tripped the bitch, stepped on her hair, and yanked one out on her face before she had the chance to run away. And I just sat there and like,
no.
It's over.
Yeah, immediately it's over. I looked at her, she looked at me, and I'm like, I'm never getting laid again. It's over. It's over. I gotta find a new girlfriend.
Sad.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Have you ever been viciously cock blocked like that?
Oh, you there, man? I could probably give a handful of stories where us friends, we do it to each other just to have a good fun time. There's been several of those, and it's almost like a challenge. Like, see which friend can overcome the blocking.
Totally. That's the game. Which one can overcome the block that you put in the way?
Yeah. Can he still win? That's the goal. So.
Yeah.
It was almost like a challenge for us growing up.
Because I know, and I mean, I don't want to get you in too deep in a dirty situation because I know you're married. You don't want nobody hearing this. I understand. I totally get it. I myself, me and my friends, the few friends I had, we went pig roasting, shall you say, several times, where you're like, you may be wondering, what is a pig roast? That's where
I was wondering that.
That's where you and your friend find a hefty girl and you make her a happy woman. Yeah, I must say, there's been a few times in my life that I partaked in one of those. I must say, though, I was thoroughly surprised when I met a fat chick that probably could have sucked a golf ball through a very small garden hose. I was very impressed. Very impressed. That woman had a bright future ahead of her, no matter how fat she got.
Yeah.
Yeah. She could have sucked Brad Pitt's dick, and he would have been like, "That's some of the best dick sucking I've ever got." And I would have been like,
No, there was
Jordan. Did Jordan die?
He might have.
It's possible.
No, dude.
Jordan,
you
I
would
don't
have
want you to
loved.
die.
Yeah, that'd be sad.
Well, how you were saying you went roasting, we where we stayed in college in Las Cruces, we had this group of cowboy shit kickers, whatever you want to call them, that lived across the hall, and they put in a big old blackboard in their living room, and the main slogan was, "If she ain't 280, she ain't a lady." And they would have monthly contests on. They would bring that girl back, and the whole group would kind of assess her weight. They would never ask the girl how much she actually weighed, but they'd be like, "Yeah, she's 310, 330," and they would have a monthly contest on who brought the biggest girl home. Yeah.
Wow.
It was hilarious. Yeah. She ain't 280, she ain't a lady. It was
Do you ever hear those dudes? You ever hear those guys that like to be crushed by fat women before they have sex? Yeah. Can I ask, where do you think that stems from? Where do you think that kind of shit comes from? Skinny dudes that like to be crushed by fat chicks. What the fuck's that about?
I don't know, being so tightly confined in the womb. It was a very pleasant I don't know. But yeah, you just see this like 400-pound girl in a thong just and land on him on the bed and then just smush. I don't know what the enjoyment is to getting squished and suffocated by flesh. I don't know.
Yeah, you make a valid point. I can't get behind that shit either. It's too much for me.
Yeah. I can't.
There's some weird shit. Like, I was with a darker girl one time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to call her black because she wasn't really black. I'm not quite sure what she was, so I don't want to call her the wrong thing and get in trouble. I don't know. But anyways, and she was like, "I want you to call me these racist names." And I'm like, I just can't do that. Like, I just feel really weird.
I've heard this story before too.
I've had other girls be like, "Hey, I want to like do this to you, or I want you to do this to me," and and you guys know me, I'm a pretty sick, twisted motherfucker. I'll do pretty much anything. And there's some shit that like I just can't participate in. There's some shit you just can't participate in. It's a crazy world out there. I remember a guy told me one time he wanted me to sleep with his wife and then film it and send him the pictures the next day. And I was like, wow, that's a thing. And that's a thing. Rich dudes want you to ban their wife and send them the shit. That's weird.
Yeah. I don't ever understand. No. I don't know. No.
My plan is this summer, though. I'm going to get you up here from New Mexico because Jordan and I will be rich from our podcast at that point. I will bring you up here. I will bring Jordan to the lake that's 2 minutes from my house. The three of us shall go boating.
That'd be hilarious. Oh man.
And we shall give Jordan the time of his life. This gentleman will find more ladies around the bay and get his dick sucked like a champion.
Oh yeah. I think me and Scott the best wingman that you will ever have. And you'll just be bathing in it. I love it.
Bathing. Yeah. Because I won't even want to partake. I'll just be like, have you ever heard about this guy's nickname? He's called the Moose Knuckle for a reason.
Yeah. Say hello to Mr. 9.5. Oh, I'm sorry. I got that wrong. 11.5. You're welcome. Yeah.
There's a reason this man's father is a pastor, because God has praised him.
That would be hilarious. Oh man.
Mensky and I were trying to convince Jordan
oh God.
We were trying to convince Jordan to take over the family throne last night, but he's not quite ready to take on that responsibility yet. That's a hefty facepalm you got going on there, brother.
Yep. Because I'm remembering, it was like voice message after voice message for like a good solid like hour. It was probably like an hour or 2 hours. It was a serious amount of time. Just Mensky and Scott going back and forth, sending voice messages to me while I'm like sitting in the backyard with my family. Like, so I had a pair of earphones with me so I could still like listen to the messages because like I wanted to hear what they're saying.
I wanted your headphones to disconnect so badly, so she heard those. That would have been so funny.
Oh no.
Dude, we're sending them messages, like real quiet, creepy messages, like, hey, Jordan, you should stick your dick in her ass. Hey, Jordan, have you stuck your dick in her bum yet? Don't forget to send pictures, you fuck. Jordan's like, my grandma's here, like, my family, we're all eating dinner, we're like, that's the best time to do it. Is to bend her over in front of your family where you're gonna pick and assert your dominance.
Oh, fuck.
I got you back, motherfucker. This is the next Instagram clip.
Let's go.
You got me with Granny, dude. You got me with the Granny. Oh. Oh. Jesus. Oh.
I win!
God damn it. Fuck. And I'm just thinking the amount of mental strength that Jordan had not to just crack up and die laughing in front of his whole family. I commend you. I would have been like, holy shit, babe, listen to this shit. Play it. Play it for her. Yeah.
What a power move that would have been.
Yeah. Could have Captain Morgan that shit. Fuck. Oh, God. Damn it, Scott.
Dude, we tortured this poor son of a bitch for like fucking 2 hours.
It was, oh, man.
We sent him so many fucked up messages. Like, we kept telling him to smack her in the clit because she might like it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I've
been with a few girls that tell me to smack their pussy, and I'm like, I don't really know how I feel about this. Because, like, I want to do a backhand like this, but I know, like, if I go like this, I get a better sound. Yeah, I want to be like, But, you know, like, do you really want to Ric Flair their pussy? Do you really want
Just,
do you really want to fucking just give them the good old nature boy? Or do you want to give them, like...
All right. So this is the group chat that we have with Mensky. So that's where it started.
God damn. You know what I learned? Mensky is a sick son of a bitch, too.
Wait till you see the episode that we did with him last week. Like,
Yes.
oh, dude.
I can't wait.
Wait, what, was Mensky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I love that dude. He's just as sick and twisted as I am. I can send him the most fucked up thing I'm thinking, and he plays right along with it, not even skips a beat. I love him.
Bro, when you see the episode, you'll see, like, I'm visibly uncomfortable, like, pretty much the entire time.
I'm so drunk right now. Holy fuck, am I drunk?
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it was something.
I love these things. These things are great. I'm shit-faced. Oh. Yeah, man. I gotta bring that motherfucker over from Australia. Like, I don't even care if he gets that job for that magazine. He can do that job from here. Fuck you. Move over here, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Mensky, if you're listening, I'm gonna get you a passport, you cocksucker, and you're gonna come live in my basement. Same with Jordan and my other friend Josh once I pay for this house. And you don't have to pay any rent. All y'all have to do is make content.
Bro, that'd be such a wild, like, time every day. Like, between you and Mensky, like, I'm just, like, sitting in a corner trying to edit a video, and you guys are just, like, going crazy, like, in the living room.
I hate to say it, man. We'd probably start trying to rub our balls on your face if the two of us started living together.
Picture Step Brothers, but in real life. Yeah.
Absolutely. But the best part is I have a Canadian accent and he has an Australian one. So if you put us in America, we're going to pick up more pussy than fucking Hugh Hefner when he was 25 and had millions.
And that's a lot.
Yeah, Mensky's a character. Oh, man.
That's a lot of pussy. I wonder if you need a dump truck for that much pussy.
Oh, God.
Oh, shit. Oh. So I got to know, Dacotah. I think I asked you this last time, or I could be too intoxicated to remember, but fuck it, we'll go over it again. You're a bit of a beast of a man. Like, I look at you and, like I said, if I need a manly question answered, I'm coming to Dacotah. So I have a question for you. Who would you fight in a UFC octagon? Who would you MMA fight? Who would be, like, the motherfucker that you're like, we're going no holds bars, the doctor's going to talk to you beforehand, Dacotah, you might not come back from this. You may never see your family again because you could die. Who's the motherfucker that you're going to go in there and punch in the face?
Man, I got to go with one of the...
I will make you a fight poster.
Make me a fight poster?
I will make you a fight poster.
Man, the first guy that comes to my mind, just because I consider him one of the original guys from back in the day. If I were to go back in the day type of guys, it'd be Matt Hughes, just because I think that'd be a
You look
fight.
like Matt Hughes. You look like a more handsome Matt Hughes.
More handsome Matt Hughes. Shit. But if I had to pick a back in the day guy, it'd be Matt Hughes. Present daytime, it'd definitely be Conor McGregor. I would want to hear the type of shit talking that motherfucker would throw out in the octagon during the fight. That would be fun.
Conor McGregor, if you're listening, I will pay you $1 million to punch Jordan in the asshole.
Be like, when and where?
I want to see Jordan spread his ass cheeks and Conor McGregor punch him in the asshole so bad.
Oh shit! Just knuckle punch that brown eye. Oh shit. Oh
I
fuck.
don't know if Jordan would ever shit again. Conor McGregor punched him in the asshole. He might pucker that sucker up so bad he never shits again.
Oh man.
Oh god.
I can't remember. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, I'd like to fight BJ Penn.
Yeah, I think you're talking to me about that. It was on a podcast episode.
Yeah, I want to slap that bald-headed motherfucker around.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, he's old. I want to slap him around. He's a legend. Get that name under my belt. Next thing you know, talk about how great I am, even though I beat up an old man.
Or even if you got beat up, if someone asked you, what was your best fight? I got the shit kicked out of me by BJ Penn. That's my favorite fight.
And we would be filming that because that would be content.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll be back in a sec. Washroom break.
I don't have a lot of faith though in BJ Penn these days. He got slapped silly outside of a bar a little while ago.
Yeah, so
Shit,
I don't know, man. The White Claw.
No, I don't know. Jordan, I want to know who would you fight, Jordan? Who would you fight in a UFC octagon? They look at you and they're like, Jordan, you might die. You may never see your family again. Who are you fighting?
He went to the washroom again.
He left the washroom? That son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's twice, man. That's twice.
Jordan.
The White Claw is going in and out. In and out.
I'm already through 2 of these sons of bitches, and my dick hasn't even given me a hint I gotta piss.
Well, and my thing is he has to sit down and watch the whole thing, both bathroom breaks that he took, to see what the fuck we said. He's like, oh my God.
The funny thing is I don't know if he does. I don't know if he does.
I wouldn't. I would just roll with it, post it up, and just be surprised.
Totally. See, that's what I would do. I would just post it up and see, like, if we're talking about dick.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Just crazy shit.
Oh, shit. That's fucking funny, man. Yeah. I don't know, man. The world's an interesting place. There's something on the news or Facebook or something this morning about China and how they apparently have like a new pig flu, and that's going to be like a new pandemic that comes out. What do you think about that? You think we're going to get more pandemics now that we're getting like global warming and stuff going on, or do you think that's just them being like, hey, heads up, shit's about to hit the fan?
I almost feel like they're like, oh, holy shit, they believed it the first time. Let's keep hammering them with weird, fucked up animal diseases. And, like fucking squirrel nut allergies and all kinds of
Squirrel
shit.
nut allergies.
I don't know, but I definitely think we'll get more of it now. Yeah. I wish it would go back to normal. I hate it.
Yeah, you ever think that we're actually going to be able to get together? Or do you think that we just missed the boat? Like, do you think the group missed the boat of being able to get together right before the pandemic? Or do you think the pandemic's ruined it for us now? Where, like, if I ever want to talk to you, this is about as close as I'm going to get.
Man, I don't know. I just feel like the world made it way too easy for them to shut everything down. Like, it would be a constant thing. Yeah.
Might be. So here's another question then for you. If you were to, let's say the world comes to an end, zombie apocalypse, like situation, kind of whatever the hell happens, out of our clan group, out of the X group, I guess we call it now because we don't want to be a racist bunch of bastards. Who are you going after? If the world comes to an end, who is the first brother that you will hunt down
to fight or to team up with?
To team up with. You don't have to, and you don't have to say Jordan or I just because we're on the podcast. I totally get it. But who is like the first dude that you're like, I gotta go after?
Man, the first one I'm going just for brute size, and I know I can outrun him, is Mitch. Because I feel like he would take out. Yeah, no, if you're not planning for whenever y'all get trapped and potentially fucked up, you're doing it wrong. Like, I would pick friends that
Yeah.
that I know I could outrun. That's who I'm teaming up with.
Fair.
Yeah, so I got Mitch for size. I've got black belt because of all the jiu-jitsu and crazy nunchuck skills. And then what else do we got? Yeah, and then we got you and Jordan in Canada in the wilderness. Let's just live it up in the mountain.
Fast.
You know?
Let's do it.
I'm cool with that. Yeah, I gotta say, black belt's definitely one of my first dudes. If the world comes to an end, I'm hunting that motherfucker down just so I know that I'm gonna be safe. Yeah. Because like I have a feeling that black belt, and I'm just hold on 1 second while I get a prop for this. I have a feeling that black belt is very much like you see this Pokemon. He's just like, oh, fuck you! I do what I want. Yes.
God.
Yeah, that's not the first time that's happened on the podcast.
I have a feeling that that's black belt. Like if the world comes to an end and you're that dude with a hot girlfriend and you're living in an abandoned building and black belt finds you, he's going to stare you down while he fucks your girlfriend. And all you're going to do is sit there and look at him while he stares you down.
Yep.
Because he's such a fucking man that you're just going to watch her get fucking pumped by his dick.
I'm like, yep, that's me.
Yep.
Yeah.
I want that dude on my crew just so I can see that situation take place.
Mm-hmm. Totally. Yep.
Like, oh, this is why I wanted the apocalypse to happen. It's happening.
Absolutely. See, I think I need to add to this flag the Dicks of Fury. I think I need to add to it. I need to put Dacotah's face on there. We need to put more faces on there. The Dicks of Fury.
We need
This is our apocalypse group.
Yeah, or if I get kidnapped by ISIS, this is who's saving me.
Yeah, this is the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch, the fridge with arms. We don't call him that without a reason. Black belt. Yeah. He's our tactical combat technician.
Yeah.
Dean, our strategist and stylist technician. And then
he's got all the shit.
Yeah, and then me, I'm just a crazy Canadian son of a bitch that creates very, very disturbing mental images and unfortunate jokes.
Yeah, no, you're like if we had to like fight a group of people to like survive the apocalypse, you just start hitting them with like rapid fire mental images and just cause them to collapse in a ball and just cry, and then we just run off.
Like, oh my God! Did you hear what he said?
I don't know, man. Like, what if you were beating up a guy? What do you think the worst thing you could say to him is? What's the most demeaning thing you could say to a guy as you're kicking his ass?
Demeaning?
Yeah, like what do you think would make him lose sleep at night the most? If like you're kicking his ass, he's gonna remember this for years because you essentially beat it into his face. What do you think you could say to him that's gonna make him lose sleep and wish he never has children?
Oh God, I don't even know how you could attack that. Be like, as you're beating him up, be like, your mom should have, or your dad should have did us a favor and blew you all over the sheets instead of your mom.
Oh no!
You know what I mean?
You got us again.
Can you imagine someone telling you that when you're getting your ass kicked? I couldn't. I'd be like, what did you just say? Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah, so if there's an apocalypse, we're getting Dacotah on our team because otherwise he's just going to, like, kill us with, like, excessive fits of laughter.
Yeah.
Oh,
no.
Shit. You should have included the sheets.
And then if I'm the guy who hears that being told to him as he's getting his ass kicked, I'm starting a pistol as soon as that fight's over. That's so demeaning. I don't know how much worse it can get.
Oh, God, that's so demeaning. Oh, my God, that's so spot on that hurts. Oh shit. Oh, that's good. Oh, Jordan, please tell me, what would you hate to hear if you're getting your ass kicked by somebody? What would you want? Like, what would the most demeaning thing you could say to somebody, or what would be the most demeaning thing that you don't want said to you as you're getting your balls kicked to the curb? Oh, my grandchildren's stomach hurt.
Oh God.
Oh man.
I've cried
podcast
twice on
so
this
fucked up.
episode.
I love it.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
Oh man.
oh, fuck me, that's funny shit. Oh, well, Jordan's busy laughing still too much to answer the question. I guess I'll go. I still think that whatever that one dude said to that other dude in the regional MMA promotion that I fight for was pretty fucked up when he sent him a dick pic. And he's like, bro, think about this. If I fucked you up and there was no referee or some cage, I could fuck your ass and nobody would do anything to save you. And I'm like, oh my God. Jesus, fuck. Oh, I couldn't imagine waking up and hearing my butthole was so sore. What happened? Some dude's like, I don't have to dominate nothing there, bitch.
Oh God.
That would be more scarring than when Mick Foley got thrown off the top of the cage in WWE and his teeth went through his lips.
Oh, honestly.
Oh. Now, a different question that I have for you, brother, because I'm drunk and I'm loving where this is going. This is fucking hilarious. I'm having the best workout of my life. If you could fight one of your, I guess we're not a clan, we're ets. God damn it, Beard Struggle. I like the word clan better. I'm not racist. But who would you fight out of either the original group of guys that we got going on, or out of your no, let's not do that. Who would you fight out of the original boys that we got going on? Let's just go with that. Because if I go into the New Mexico thing, I think somebody would be scared of you.
Out of the original guys?
Yeah, out of the original guys, who would you fight just for shits and giggles? You don't have to hate this guy. You don't got to shit talk this guy. But just somebody that you're like, I think this would be a good fight on paper. I think we'd have good scrap. Like the UFC would look at you guys and they'd be like, this is the #1 contenders fight. This is going to be a good fight. And whoever wins this fight gets the title shot. Who are you fighting, Nick? Who are you going after?
I know who I'm going after and I think it'd be a good scrap just because he's crazy and I love the dude to death. It's Berserker.
Really?
Yes, because he always talks shit to me on my posts and I love it. Like I look forward to what that man has to say every time I post something. Like the one, I've got a tree out my front yard, and the last picture I took where I'm looking off in the distance, he put something like, thinking about where I'm going to take my next shit, ... Like, oh my God. So yeah, I'm fighting Berserker for sure. For sure.
Oh. That's incredible.
Oh,
I love the dude.
Oh, Jordan, who are you fighting? Who are you fighting out of the group? If you had to pick one person that you had to stomach punch, who are you going
Ooh.
You're never going to live down that nickname.
Nope. And I'm totally okay with it.
So who are you stomach punching in the group, Jordan? If you could stomach punch one person, who are you going after? I'm so drunk.
Oh, I don't know. I think I'd go Zeke.
What?
Wow. Calling out the other bearded warrior. Jesus Christ, you'd stomach punch Zeke.
Why Zeke?
Why Zeke, Jordan? Do you have a hate on for Zeke, Jordan?
All he did was unfollow you. That's all he did. That's
all he did was unfollow you, and he lied boldly to your face when he said he wasn't promoting another beer company. That's all.
No, I wouldn't say I have a hate on for him, but I don't know.
Are you sure?
I mean, mostly.
Fucking guy.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ. I would probably say I'd have to fight Phil just because I know I couldn't hurt him.
There you go.
Like I would go to
like
punch
to
Phil, and I go to punch him in the face. He'd just grab my fist and break it and throw me halfway across the planet.
No. Chunk him out of there.
Could you imagine?
Yeah.
It would be like a Dragon Ball Z scene, like where they shoot somebody with a wave, and they're like, oh, the fucking guy like,
just flying.
Like that would be me.
Yep. Yep. Scott's flying all the way back to Canada from New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh
no, growing up, Dragon Ball Z was my favorite fucking cartoon, man. I loved how those dudes powered up. They had the veins. And I was one of those kids that I was so dumb as a kid. I was like, why can't my dad and I fight crime together? Because you're 8, bitch, and this isn't real. Like, is there a cartoon that you watched when you were a kid that, like, engulfed your life?
That engulfed it? Oh, man.
Yeah, that you were like, fuck, man, I gotta be Spider-Man. With every dick juice I have, I'm Spider-Man.
No, I think the only contributing factor to me and my family and friends being dumber is living off of Looney Tunes and thinking that we could blow each other up and shoot each other and not die. So not a good move.
That's awesome. Jordan, what cartoon did you live up to that you were like, fuck yeah, man, I gotta, like, this is my cartoon? Dragon Ball Z was mine for sure. I remember standing in my backyard for 20 minutes yelling, hoping to go Super Saiyan. My neighbors were like, get this kid some fucking help.
Ooh, I don't know.
God damn, you're deep in thought. You're almost as deep in thought as you are in a girl's ass when your tongue's in there. Jesus Christ. It doesn't take that long to do colonoscopy, Jordan. Not Jordan. Fuck, I'm drunk.
Oh, man. I honestly don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, cartoons that I watched a lot. Like, I don't know.
I'm trying very carefully not to knock my desk off with my wrist.
If it happens, that's an Instagram clip.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. This set might look really professional, but bro, my table's being held up on bricks right now. And nobody would know the difference. I'm hoping that when I'm driving like a Maserati in a year from now, or 2 or 3 years from now, I can post that picture on Instagram of like, this is where we started.
Oh,
and
bro.
Jordan can like have the picture of like his little electrical box that's over there in the corner and his fucking bed sheet that he claims is not the door entrance to ISIS, which
oh no.
I swear to God, you have Betty White back there. That's why Black Belt can't get a hold of her, is because you fucking tied her up and you're feeding her cocaine and fucking her in the ass, and none of us are aware.
God.
Oh my goodness.
I wonder if Betty White ever got fucked in the ass. She's a really nice woman. I bet she'd offer it up.
She's very nice.
She's a very nice woman. Do you think the world's going to be a sadder place when she's dead, like when Robin Williams died? Because when Robin Williams, I felt like the world became a less happy place.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's like a celebrity for you that you're not looking forward to dying? Like, I know for me, there's always like that one celebrity that you have in your heart that's like they're really near and dear to you in a weird way. And when they die, you're like, the world has gotten to a darker place. Who's that celebrity for you?
Jim Carrey.
Ooh.
Jim Carrey.
Fellow Canadian.
Without a doubt. Yeah. He's one of them for me. When he goes, that's going to be a sad day.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
I love his movies.
Jordan, we need to get Jim Carrey on.
Bet. I'll message him tomorrow.
If you can, that'd be great.
Yes. Right after I finish talking to Ragnar and Bjorn.
Yes, that'd be great if you could.
Yeah. I'll see if I can fit it in my schedule of bookings.
And I'll message Conor McGregor and see if he can punch you in the asshole. If I got that set up, Jordan, would you do that? Would you let Conor McGregor punch you in the asshole for a fucking 1M, for a 1 mil? Would you let
100%.
Would you let him pucker your brown hole permanently?
100%.
Because you know as soon as that left hand of death comes, he's just gonna fucking your butthole's gonna cry death. I don't know if you might shit through your eyes after that.
For $1 million? I don't know.
For just 1 million, not 2. Like, let's not get crazy here. Like, you're getting 1 million if you get punched in the asshole by Conor.
I think I would have at this point. I think I would have to do it.
Yeah, you can't walk that back. Yeah.
I wonder what the craziest shit is that people would do right now for money, because the world's in a weird place. Economies are falling all over the world. Fuck, my tongue's too fat. Cut it off. Fucking economies are falling all over the world. China's producing more pig flus. All this crazy bullshit's going on. Mm-hmm. What do you think the worst thing is people would do for money? I mean, obviously we know people will fuck for money. That's just a given. That's not. But like, what's the worst thing people would do for money?
Ooh. I don't know.
And this might be specific to your area, because I know in Canada, like, I'm pretty sure people would kill for bacon. I'm pretty sure people would kill for that shit.
Mm-hmm. Or maple syrup, or like a nice hockey stick.
Totally.
Yep.
What about New Mexico, Dacotah? What do you think people will kill for down there?
Dude, we'd kill for, just name it, man. You got water. We'll lick weird shit. We're starting to cut fingers off. Like, we'll do it all, man. It doesn't matter. Offer us a good plate of enchiladas, and we'll go crazy. It doesn't matter. We won't even do it for $1 million. We'll do it for a good plate of tamales. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to make us happy over here.
You know, and I don't know why. I'm going to go in a weird direction here. We've been talking about sexual innuendos and whatnot. I feel like that's how you keep a happy marriage these days. This is speaking from somebody that has that came from a divorced family. I feel like you need to make sure that you eat your wife's ass like a tamale. So she knows that she's appreciated. If not, the relationship will not last. Jordan, please take message of this for when you get a relationship. Eat that woman's ass like you love her to death. She will do things for you, my friend, that no woman should do.
He's giving you the tips of a great, successful relationship.
Yeah, him and Mensky both.
Yeah. Oh, and in Mensky, yeah.
Yeah, the twin terrors.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, that's fun. What would be your icebreaker that you could give Jordan, or when he's moving forward in the future and he's finding Mrs. Jordan?
Like a relationship advice?
No, like the icebreaker to get her to pay attention to him at the bar.
Oh, okay, the icebreaker.
The icebreaker.
Right, so,
what would be I know up here in Canada, a real popular one was, how much does a polar bear weigh? And then the chick would be like, I have no fucking idea. And you'd be enough to break the ice. Can I get your number? And a bunch of chicks would be like, oh, that's so cute. That's so funny. Fuck you, it's lame.
Dude, so many ways, man. You can go jokester with it. You could go creeper with it. Be like, that's it. approach her with a napkin in your hand, be like, "Hey, does this smell like chloroform?" And just get closer and closer.
Oh no.
There's a couple.
Scott's about to fall over.
His hand is for chloroform. Oh, shit. It's so bad because it's a rape joke.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Oh,
No.
shit. I'm sweating from laughing.
Yeah, same.
Me too.
Yeah.
God. Me
Every
too.
time you get on this podcast, you almost give me a heart attack, and it's not fair, but I love it.
Hey, you got me back the one time, man. That was priceless. I thought I was gonna die.
I did. I'm pretty drunk right
did.
now, so I don't remember that. But I'm sure I'll watch it on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was
Yeah.
good. It involved you and Mensky being assholes to Jordan when he was in front of his whole family.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
I still think you should have made your grandma watch her suck the fucking mighty serpent.
And that's where I lost it.
You ever see that Harry Potter movie with the giant snake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan, you should have gave her the giant snake.
The back.
You know when they ripped that tooth out of the son of a bitch and you just kept going? Jordan, that should have been you. Oh. Do you ever watch the Harry Potter movies, bro?
I've seen all 7. Yeah. My wife is
what do you think of Voldemort?
Oh, what a badass. I
What
mean,
a
come on.
creepy-looking bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I didn't know what to expect them to make him look like, but dude, I don't know. He's just an egg. I could just an egg face with like a fuck you glare and snake tongue. I don't know. They did it right though, man. They made him look weird as hell. I don't know. But yeah, my wife's a major fan of Harry Potter.
I don't know why, but when I look at that dude, he literally looks like the tip of your dick if it had a creepy smile.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh, that dude genuinely looks like the tip of your dick if you had a fucking. Oh, Jesus Christ.
There's Scott smiling.
No, you gentlemen will excuse me for one moment. I apparently have an ex-wife that's calling me for some reason. And I'm incredibly drunk, so I'm not sure how this is going to go over. But I'll be back in just 1 minute.
Good luck with that.
I'm going to see if I can even stand up right now. It's going to be good. The world's tipping a lot right now. Whoop, there's a wall there. Oh, shit. There you go. Jordan, you take over. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh, thank you for joining us again tonight.
Oh yeah, man, this is awesome. Priceless again.
Like two in a row, like 2 bangers in a row. Just
yeah, they've both been good. I love coming on here, talk to you guys.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Nick said he's gonna try and hop on like soonish, as long as everything goes according to plan. So we'll see if we can if he can hop in soon. Because if we had him into that, like, we might actually kill Scott.
Yeah, I know he would. I don't even know. He's gotten close to dying, I think, 3 times on this episode.
At least.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, dude. Nah, he about killed me. Once he brought your freaking grandma into it, I almost died. Yeah.
Yep.
But now, yeah.
Oh man.
But y'all been enjoying everything up so far? Has it been living up to your expectations? Yeah.
Well, we had no expectations going in. Like, we were just kind of like, let's just try it and see what happens. And it's been amazing. Like every episode.
Awesome. Heck yeah. I can't believe how many y'all have banged out, man.
Mm-hmm. It's
That's
crazy. Like
Yeah.
this Friday will be a month since our first episode went live, and we'll be at, I think, 20 or 21 episodes total.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
You smoked me and Zeke out of the water, dude. That's a ton.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are also busier than Scott and I are. Like, I have a lot of free time, so it's it's nice to have something to fill that time.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yep.
No, y'all have a knack for it, dude. Y'all are enough of opposites to where when y'all work together, it's money. It really works, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Because like he's nuts, and like I'm less nuts, so it works. It works out well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah. God. Nah, these have both been really good.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Like I haven't laughed like this since the last time you were on. Like
Well, y'all have had some great people on. I still need to get caught up on all the episodes that y'all put up there.
Yeah, we've got Pablo Escobar going live tomorrow. And then Mensky going live 2 days after that. And then Dean 2 days after that. And then Thor 2 days after that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to hear the Thor one.
Oh, there's a story that he tells on the podcast. I won't spoil it now, but there's a story that he told us that was just like Scott and I were dying. Like it was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and he was just like so like deadpan, like serious about it and like so upset. It was just hilarious.
How long did y'all talk to him for?
It was only about 55 minutes by the time everything was said and done, because he said he only had around an hour to chat, so we wanted to stay within that. But we'll hopefully have him on again at some point, because it seemed like he
heck yeah.
seemed like he enjoyed himself.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, I was pumped to find out that y'all were getting him on. That was awesome to hear.
Yeah, like Scott and I were like leading up to that. Like Scott and I were just like going crazy with excitement, like every day.
Yeah, I bet y'all are freaking out.
Yeah, and then when so I started recording before, like a little bit before Thor came on, and there's a section like right when he like clicks join the meeting, like when he's in the waiting room. And I'm pretty sure I just let out like a high pitched like child's giggle, like just in like sheer excitement. Yeah. What?
Oh, sorry,
All
my
good.
camera fell. Oh my god.
All good. But yeah, like Scott and I were trying so hard to be calm that whole time, and then like as soon as he left the meeting, Scott, we were both just like we were just amped. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can only imagine. Even the lead in for that, knowing that he's going to come on, you're like, oh my god, what are we going to talk about? How are we going to say it? You know, what do we tell a guy like this? Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and then
I want y'all to get all the Viking Kings on there, the Viking Masters.
Yeah, that's the goal. So we got Pilot Viking coming on not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday.
Oh hell yeah!
Which
nice
is going to be like, it's going to be very exciting.
Oh yeah, because they're all different personalities too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, all of them. Like
totally.
Some are laid back, some are crazy.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I talked to Sean 50 Rez recently, and he said that he'd come on at some point in the next couple weeks. So that's gonna be cool.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm still working on Dacky Dan and
you got Jens and
I gotta get them on. Yeah.
J-Hop.
Yeah. Yeah, I reached out to J-Hop, and I don't think he even read my message.
Oh, really? He probably gets so many, man.
True. Yeah, facts.
Know?
Yeah, 100%.
Because who has the most out of them? Is it J-Hop or Pilot has the most followers?
Here, let me look.
It might be Pilot, but
yeah, because sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm saying because J-Hop and his girlfriend have all their little side businesses and stuff going on. You know, he's probably crazy busy.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. So Pilot Vikings 282. Yeah, 282K, which is like when and after the episode with Thor,
Mhm.
like Scott and I were still on Zoom when we both got notifications that Thor reshared our Instagram stories where we like announced that like we were like about to start recording with Thor, and we both just
Oh,
about
yeah.
like died on the spot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh man. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm drunk. Still.
Hell yeah.
What up, babies? How you doing? What's been going on? What kind of crazy things? Just calm down while I was going, because I was not allowed in this bullshit.
Yes,
Not allowed in here.
we were
No
just kind
comment.
of yeah, we were just kind of talking about like all the episodes that we've done so far, and Dak mentioned that that like the pairing of us two is working well, which is fun.
Yes, Jordan is like my young, innocent Padawan that I'm slowly corrupting to the dark side. I do love this.
Well, it's almost like it's the angel and demon on your shoulder telling you what to do and what not to do all the time.
Exactly.
Except
That's the exact feel I was going for with this whole thing.
yeah.
Oh shit, I'm stupid and can't open cans.
Except like for me it's just Mensky and Scott, so it's just like two demons on one shoulder, and then like
It's just real empty on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like nothing there.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they're both over here. Okay.
Yep.
Would you say that you have an angel and a devil on your shoulder, my friend? Like when you come to decision making, would you say that you have like that one bad voice in your head that's like, you know, shit on the hood of her car, fucking smack her in the face with your dick, fucking like, do you have that part of you? And then there's the other part of you that's like, no, make sure to open her door for her because she's a lady and I want to make sure she feels appreciated.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone has that. I'm sure. 100%.
Yes.
Yeah. Totally.
All
Yes.
the time.
Okay.
With every decision at work, with the family.
Yeah.
a couple of times where me and my wife became a household of childless members because we wanted to just. I love them to death and I would die for them. But
Yeah.
there's been a couple of things that you would kill them over. And then
Fair.
Absolutely.
yeah. And then you've got work guys where you just like looking at them and they're talking to you, but in your head you're picturing just grabbing the back of their head and slamming the keyboard with it. Yeah, and just like and then you kind of
fucking literally.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
all the
I
time.
get that. It's funny you mentioned that about kids. I'm going through like a little bit of a custody battle right now, and we're slowly moving towards her getting overnights. And even though we're like really slowly moving towards her getting an overnight, there's a part of me that it's just like a small part of me, one that I won't admit to anybody else besides this podcast when I'm drunk, is is like I can't wait for when he spends an overnight over there and he's okay. Because that just gives me a lot longer with you fuckers to joke around and have more fun without any interruptions.
Yeah. We're doing as soon as that.
And then I can go back. And then I can go back to being a parent during the week.
Yeah. As soon as that happens, we're doing an all-night GTA 5 video.
Jesus.
Yep.
Fuck.
Yep. It's happening.
I'm going to be drinking White Claws out the ass for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Jordan and I have an idea for playing Grand Theft Auto 5 and making a skit out of it. I can't fucking wait for this shit. I can't wait.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
I can't wait. I'm slowly going through and unlocking all the characters in the game. I'm like, I've unlocked the shady car salesman. I've unlocked the drug dealers. Now I got the crack ho. Like, this is going to be fucking awesome. Oh,
yeah, it's
Christ.
going to be amazing. Oh, man.
Are you much of a gamer, my friend? Like, do you play video games with your kids and stuff like that? Or are you much of a secret gamer? Like, when you get time, do you jump on Fortnite or something like that for 50 minutes or whatnot? Or are you like a fuck video games kind of guy? It's a waste of time.
Man, no, that was kind of mine and my brother's way of doing something we both enjoyed growing up. So we did it growing up. But as soon as I hit college years and after, I gave it all up. I never bought my own console and stuff. All that shit was his. so I never got back on it. But Call of Duty, the
Mm.
original, we had a GameCube, so Sonic and Mario Brothers and
Yeah.
Crash Bandicoot, all the little original ones. I enjoy the hell out of them, but
Mhm.
I bet if I were to get a gaming system now, my kids would never leave the house ever.
Do you have a gaming system in your household, or is it a no gaming system household?
No, there's not any gaming system in our house. We haven't had cable for 10 years.
Wow.
So your children actually understand that there's an outside of the house.
Yeah, they love being outside, and I love that they're like that.
Cool.
So
How are you enjoying the puppy life? I know that you just had some puppies there, and you got a fucking shit ton of them right now, and they're adorable as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
like
that's
you and I
when
were talking about in private. They're like little drunk people.
yeah, just falling around and stumbling, and the way they run. They're awesome. And we got rid of 2 of them so far. We still have 6 left. And the kids will go out there with us, and they'll chase the kids and have fun with them. And so it's hilarious. And our little girl, she's almost like a little tiny drunk person too. So it's just a little girl falling. Puppies are falling over. So no, it's fun.
That's awesome.
I love those little puppies.
Super cute, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys have those puppies with the intentions of selling them, or are you guys keeping a few of them? Are you guys keeping 1 or 2 of them?
No, we'll sell them all, or we need to, just because we have 2 labs already, and our backyard's pretty small.
Yeah.
So if we had a 3rd one, yeah, I would keep one in a heartbeat, but there's just not enough real estate for them to be a dog back there. So
I get it. Yeah, man.
I feel like it'd be a wasted life. Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I got a black lab myself. He's about 13 years old. He's a sweetheart. I love him to death. I never could have asked for a better friend as an animal in my life. And I feel bad because I made him keep his nuts. Like he's unfixed. Like he has his balls, and they're fucking like the size of grapefruits. And he's never fucked another dog in his entire life. So I imagine like he just has the worst pair of. He probably just has the worst pair of blue balls, and he's just waiting to die at this point. And I'm just like, fuck, I didn't do you justice. I didn't do you justice at all. But I always felt it was kind of a cruel thing to do to animals. I can't neuter them. I can't cut off his balls. If somebody cut off my balls, there'd be no love there.
Yeah, you're almost like, oh, okay, my life is worthless. You know, I'm not a man anymore.
Shit. I'm not a man anymore. If I jerk off, just powder comes out. It's like painting the sidewalk with chalk. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah. God.
So, man, is there anything that you want to chit-chat about before we wrap all this up and stuff? I know you got family time and stuff you got to get back to. You got little ones and a wife that are probably waiting for you and everything like that. Is there anything you want to chit-chat about?
Man, I'm really hoping y'all get me on for a 3rd time. So I can.
100%. 100%.
1 billion%. You know how Dr. Evil does that billion thing? 1 billion%, my friend. 1 billion%.
No, I just wanted to commend y'all again, man. Y'all are doing amazing. I loved every second of both of these episodes, and I've caught up on a few. I need to finish the rest that y'all posted up, but y'all are killing it, brothers. I love y'all's podcast.
Well, man, I appreciate that. You know, Jordan and I talked about this a couple times, and we're just trying to make a living at being fucking retarded. That's honestly what we're trying to do. We're just trying to be too retarded and earn everything. Absolutely. Yeah. So we're just talking shit on this thing. Like, did you know that I want to fight Kim Jong-un in a diaper, and Jordan's making the fight poster? Jordan, make that shit happen on pay-per-view. I'm fighting that North Korean dictator in a diaper. You can't hide shit in a diaper. I'm going to fuck you up, boy.
I need to see this.
I'm willing to fight him. I'm willing to fight that fucker in a cage. I'll even go to whatever weight he's at. What is he, 200 pounds of pure fat Korean dictatorness?
He's more than 200 pounds, bro.
I'll fight him. I don't give a shit. He's shorter than me. I'll leg kick the fuck out of that little bitch. I'm going to take all the hottest women in your country. Fuck you.
And drop kick you.
And drop kick the shit out of you. Yeah, what does Kim Jong-un weigh anyways? Do they have that stat on him? Do they have what that fat fuck weighs?
Yeah, 290 pounds.
Oh,
290 pounds?
Yeah.
How tall is he?
Not that tall. He's got to be like 5 something.
Dude, he's like me back in high school. Jordan, if you go into my Instagram, you will find my fat picture at the bottom of my fucking profile. You will see how fat I was. It was not a good time. But seriously, I will fight Kim Jong-un in a diaper just so he can't hide shit in it. Wow, the fact that Wikipedia has his weight is it's fucking more accurate than goddamn the UFC.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
that is impressive. I wonder if they do weekly weigh-ins for Kim Jong-un.
Probably not.
Probably not. That Korean dictating bitch. Anyways, my man, we should let you go because you have children and a wife that you need to pay attention to. Jordan, is there anything you want to say before I make more of a drunk, slanderous mesh out of myself? That wasn't even English. I apologize. That wasn't even English.
Thanks for coming on again. That was like hilarious. Again, from start to finish. Like from the get-go, just a hilarious time. Like, and we will 100% have you on again.
You almost killed me. Jordan almost killed us. Everybody almost killed each other this time. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
All had fun with it.
So this time, am I sending you the invoice for my funeral, or are you sending me the invoice for yours? I'm trying to figure out who has to pay which this time.
Man, I almost feel like we need to have a separate account that'll take care of all 3 of us when we all kill it. we all
just start dropping one by one. Like next episode, like episode 3 with you on. Like we just like 2 hours in, we're just.
We're going to start hashtagging or fucking tagging the CEO of the beard struggle and just being like, you got to pay for this shit, man. There's a lot of people dying on this podcast.
Yeah. Please deposit $20 weekly until we die. Yeah. We're all pretty even now.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, thank you, my man. I mean, I'm going to continue drinking like a fucking single drunk mother here. Yeah. But I just want to say thank you for having me on the podcast again. You fucking had me dying in this.
Yep.
I'm going to wake up at 2 in the morning. So here we are, episode 6 or 7 or whatever we're at. Woo!
6. Yeah, 6 of season 2.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Follow Dacotah, links down below, social media, all that. Yeah. Good stuff.
There we are. I was going to continue babbling on about the number 69, but I mean, there's no need for that right now. So yeah, as Jordan said, all links are down below. I made a fucking Dixie Fury flag if you want that. If you want a Moose Brothers face mask so you don't get COVID and kill your grandma, that's also down there. That's fucking pretty dope. I got a Moose shirt that fucking says Happy Canada Day. Even if you're not Canadian, buy that shit. You love Canada. You love weed. Fucking buy it. Dacotah, I love you.
Thank you, guys. I love y'all too. Appreciate it.
Much love.
Y'all have a good one.
You too. Cheers.
Later.
I'm shit-faced. Oh.
2 hours and 18 minutes.
For anybody still watching the podcast, we love the shit out of you guys. That's Jordan. I'm Scott. This is my White Claw. I'm going to continue drinking. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. Jordan, do you want me to say anything fucking crazy before we stop recording?
Sure, why not?
Kill Donald Trump.
Oh, no.